behalf of Terror Policy Center, I warmly welcome you all to Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam Young Research Fellowship Award Ceremony 2024. To begin with our ceremony, I request Sagar sir to play Terror Anthem, a tribute to our commitment to environmental sustainability and innovation. I request Sagar sir to share their screen.
सदियों से जो प्यार जताती ये धरती है सबकी मैया, फूल पेड़ झरने नदियों से हरी भरी कर दी ये दुनिया। ये धरती है सबकी मैया, ये धरती है सबकी मैया। सदियों से जो प्यार जताती ये धरती है सबकी मैया, फूल पेड़ झरने नदियों से हरी भरी कर दी ये दुनिया। ये धरती है सबकी मैया, ये धरती है सबकी मैया। खेल कूद में अनजाने में देते हम सब घाव उसी को,
फिर भी न रूठे या ना डांटे, केवल बाटे प्यार सभी को।
सबकी खुशियों में वो ढूंढे हरदम हर पल अपनी खुशियाँ। ये धरती है सबकी मैया, ये धरती है सबकी मैया। अहम भाव या स्वार्थ लोभ से भूल गए हम सब उसके ऋण। जंगल तोड़ो पहाड़ फोड़ो सबके सर सवार पागलपन। प्रकृति का करनाश हमी ने मानो अपना कफन सिया। ये धरती है सबकी मैया, ये धरती है सबकी मैया। धरती माँ की रक्षा करना हम सबका एक ही प्रयास।
धरती माँ की रक्षा करना हम सबका एक ही प्रयास।
पेड़ उगाना पेड़ बढ़ाना मन में होगी एक ही आस।
पेड़ उगाना पेड़ बढ़ाना मन में होगी एक ही आस।
हरियाला सावन लौटेगा संग लिए जल की माया। ये धरती है सबकी मैया, सदियों से जो प्यार जताती ये धरती है सबकी मैया। फूल पेड़ झरने नदियों से हरी भरी कर दी ये दुनिया। ये धरती है सबकी मैया, ये धरती है सबकी मैया।
Thank you, sir. To commence our ceremony, I request our founder director, Dr. Vinita Apte ma'am, Trade Policy Center, a guiding light for all of us and the visionary behind Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam Young Research Fellowship, to welcome our today's guests, juries, winners, and invitees. Over to Vinita ma'am.
Thank you, Manasi. Thanks for arranging this wonderful event. And what I say, Jatinder, I'm very happy to see you after a long time. I'm very much thankful to Sunil ji, Jatinder. Jatinder is my friend. Last in 2022 COP, we met at Egypt Sharm el Sheikh. And I saw her dedication towards science and policies. She's working in Punjab government. But she has some different vision for the young and youth, those who are under this research circumstances in Punjab as well as in India. And she's a true lover of India. So in 2 minutes time, we clicked each other, and then till today we are on WhatsApp, and because of this social media, we are regularly in touch with each other. So I welcome Dr. Jatinder Kaur Arora for this special event, and I'm very much sure that because of your vision and of course, Sunilji is always there with us for the throughout the process of judging, giving guidance to the students as well as to the my team. Because as you know, I work very little, and my team is on forefront always. They does all the services, and that is why TER Policy Center is existing. Because as everyone knows, that TER means uh, Earth in French, and we stand for technology, education, research, and rehabilitation for the environment. I was I was very keen to know Dr. Kalam and to meet him. And once upon a time, I got the opportunity to meet him. And because of his vision, I always feel that the young generation from India should learn about his vision, about his passion, and about his dedication. And that's why Their Policy Center have come up with this young research fellowship. We Earlier we approached to Government of India, but they have the same kind of research fellowship for the students. And so the program we have started separately through their policy center. And I feel very honored because Sunil Shastri is a guiding force for us in this fellowship, and not only for the fellowship, for this fellowship, but for our other projects. Like we are running one IOI, International Ocean Academy project for ocean literacy, and he is the pioneer of that project. So we have started it in India. Last 3 years we are running this online course, and more than 100 people, means the layman, have now got the knowledge of, we can say not thorough knowledge, but they know the ocean beyond the seashells, beyond the romanticism and everything. So it's a real biodiversity, and how we need to preserve our ocean, the ocean biodiversity. It goes to the layman level because of Sunil Shastri. So students, I'm happy that you have participated. Once I always tell all the students that participation, when it comes to your mind that we will participate for any such kind of competition, that itself proves that you are capable of do anything. If you are scared of even application, then you cannot stand on your feet. That is why what my clear understanding for any kind of competition may be, you may not successful in that competition, but your success is participation and application for the whole process where you are going in the competitive spirit. So you all are lucky who have participated for Dr. Kalam fellowship, because you have a guiding force like Sunil Murlidhar Shastri, our other juries, Anita Beninger, and Kanna Siri Parapu. He is a different kind of, everyone have a different kind of vision. But when we have come to the conclusion for the jury results, I saw three of them, they have judged in a different places. They were not sitting in the room, they have online doing all these activities. But everyone, means three of them, have come to the conclusion which we are going to give the fellowship for these 5 students. And there was only one difference between 3 juries. Otherwise, are all are on the same page and same version. So I thought these students they are giving a wow effect for the whole process, and that's why they have selected for Dr. Kalam Fellowship. And you people are now going with the name of Dr. Kalam Fellow, which is also a good luck for you. Thank you. Thanks, and over to Mansi.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your inspiring words and for sharing the vision and goals of Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam Young Research Fellowship. Your leadership and dedication have been crucial in making this fellowship a reality. We deeply appreciate your commitment to fostering the young talent and innovations. Let's give a warm round of applause to ma'am for her invaluable contributions. Moving ahead, in the reverential memory of late President and scientist Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam, TER Policy Center instituted the scheme for Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam Young Research Fellowship with the aim of distinguishing young researchers from India with extraordinary promise and creativity who have made notable research contributions in the field of environment protection. And today, as we all know, we are here to felicitate all young researchers. This fellowship was announced on October 16th, and going through a long process of scrutiny, we have with us our winners today. This wasn't possible without the constant support of our esteemed juries. As mentioned, we have with us our Mr. Sunil Murlidhar Shastri sir. I would like to introduce Mr. Sunil Murlidhar Shastri sir. Sir is a consultant expert and a speaker in ocean and environmental governance. He found his passion for Peckham in Maribuz in 1982 under the tutelage of Elizabeth Mann Borges and has since made it his mission. He is best known internationally for his masterclass in ocean and environmental governance and for his erudite analysis and candid opinions. Sir has attended Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur, International Ocean Institute, Athens Technical University, Dalhousie University, London School of Economics, and Harvard Kennedy School, supported throughout by these prestigious scholarships. In the past, Sunil Shah has been an academic and researcher in marine and environmental policy, a consulting ocean engineer, a academic researcher in mining and ocean engineering. Sir is a Rotary International Paul Harris Fellow. He was born in India in 1955 and has lived in UK since 1988 with his wife and son. Thank you, Sunil sir, for being the constant support. I request Sunil sir to address all the young researchers. Over to Sunil sir.
Many thanks, Manasi, for that very generous, I should say, introduction. I'm really pleased to be here. I think for the third time now, and I think the dates almost always come very close. I think last year we had this occasion on the 27th of July. Today it's the 26th of July, so the dates are always very close. I'm really honored actually and privileged, first of all, to say that Vinita has been my friend for over 10 years now. We met just coincidentally in Aberdeen at a Marathi, at a parochial but sort of Maharashtra group in the UK, European Marathi Sammelan as it was called. And she is of course extremely multi-talented, and she was doing her spiel, as it were, as in Katha Kathi. So I was very impressed with her. I approached her and then she said, "Oh, you're working in this. I'm also working in a similar area." And that's how we got to know each other. And we haven't looked back since, so we have been always doing more and more things together, as Vinita has already mentioned. It is also, I think, a great pleasure and honor and privilege that we have someone like Dr. Jatinder Kaur Arora to grace this occasion. It is not easy for a government or civil servant to do what they want to do with their heart in it. There are so many barriers for that. But there are unique people like her who follow their heart and do good because it is the right thing to do, which also you will see as my own motto on my website. I always say, do the right thing because it is the right thing to do. And that is what people like Dr. Arora have been doing. And you have my highest regard for that. Vinita has told me much about you. And I hope that we are able to work together. But enough about me and Vinita and Jatinder. But more importantly, I also want to thank everybody in TER Policy Center for making these things happen. Not just this, but there are so many activities on many fronts that their policy center does. And as Vinita very humbly says that she doesn't do much, but she does a lot. And then, of course, her young team makes sure that whatever she has in mind can be brought to fruition through their hard work. So I'm very pleased to be associated with such an organization. And of course, keeping aside all of that, today is the day to felicitate and to celebrate the people who are here getting the prizes, getting the TAIR Abdul Kalam Research Fellowships. So just a couple of days ago, the Paris Olympics have started, and Baron Pierre de Coubertin, who said that the most important thing in the Olympic Games is not winning, but taking part. The essential thing in life is not winning or fighting or conquering, but fighting well. And that is what you have demonstrated. And Vinita just mentioned that earlier, that the important thing is to participate. And congratulations to all of you, irrespective of whether you get the prize or not. You are all winners because you dared to stick your head above the parapet. You dreamt. And that is what Abdul Kalam is all about. He has a famous quote about dream, which originates from T. Lawrence's 7 Pillars of Wisdom. And there he says that everyone dreams, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their mind wake up in the day to find it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous, for they may act on their dreams with open eyes to make it possible, which is exactly what you have done. You have dreamt during the day with your eyes open, and you have worked hard to make your dreams come true. So as Abdul Kalam famously said, you have to dream before your dreams can come true. If you don't dream, there is nothing to come true. So, and there is a famous quote from Jonathan Livingston Seagull's the very famous book, and it says, "Dream, for if dreams die, life is like a broken winged bird that cannot fly." Einstein was also keen on the importance of dreaming. He said that imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited, but imagination is infinite. And Kalam very simply said also that dream dreams not when you sleep, but dream dreams that won't let you sleep. So that is a very important thing. Once you dream something, then you must have sleepless nights until you fulfill that dream. There is a United Nations organization called the World Intellectual Property Organization, and it has a motto which is talking about imagine, think, create. So it's the same basic principle of dreaming. So I want to say a few things here in the next 5 or 10 minutes. And is that okay, Manasi, to take about 10 minutes?
Yeah, sir, you can extend 2 more minutes.
Okay, thank you. So we always talk about how we got here. And how we got here is because of our addiction to fossil fuel. And that has created a tremendous scenario whereby climate change, disruption of nitrogen cycle, and loss of biological diversity are causing us tremendous amount of issues. As a result of which, we are becoming a landless, airless, and waterless society. Our land is less productive because of disruption of nitrogen cycle. Our air is unbreathable, and our water is undrinkable. So we have to change that situation. On the front of biological diversity, you will be amazed to learn that of all the mammals on the planet, 60% are farmed animals for food and milk, for meat and milk. 36% are human beings, and only 4% are wild animals, wild mammals. So all your tigers and elephants and zebras and lions and all that, they only form 4% of the total mammals on the earth. So that's a big problem. So our narratives have to change. Our first narrative was that Earth is too big to fail. That means we said, oh, Earth is so big, whatever we do to it, nothing will go wrong. And that is wrong. We found out that Earth can fail. Then we said, no, the Earth is too big to fix. So we said, okay, the earth has failed and there's nothing we can do about it. We threw our hands up in the air and we said, oh, we can't do anything about it. And that's the wrong narrative too. The correct narrative would be the earth is too big to ignore and we ignore it only at our peril. And it's very important to remember earth is our provider and the provider must be looked after. Protect the planet that provides. Throughout the coming years, you will find someone from time to time to get inspired by. And when your time comes, make sure that you have time to inspire others. Give your time generously. People will appreciate you and respect you and trust you for giving your time and giving your knowledge to them. Remember, people are always more impressed with the power of your example than the example of your power. So it's very important to do that. Before I conclude, I want to talk about a somewhat unrelated point. You will wonder why I'm talking about it, but it is extremely important in our context. And I read this somewhere quite not quite long, not very long ago, and basically it made three statements. It said the world is awful. First statement. Second statement is the world is getting better. And the third statement was the world can get even better. Now, and it basically it said in the beginning that all these statements are true in our current world. And then it went on to explain. And you see how difficult this situation was and how good it has become now. So throughout the history of mankind, until almost the middle of last century, until almost 75 years ago, 50% of all children that were born all over the world, 50% of all children that were born all over the world died before their own reproductive age of about 15 or so, before they became adolescents. You know, 50% died before the age of 15. So that's why the quote, the world is awful. But the world is getting better. If you see today, within 75 years, because of various developments in science and technology and hygiene, etc., only 5% of all children are dying before the age of 15. So the world is better. So that statement is true also. The world is awful. Yes, the world is better. That is also true. But world can be even better. If you see the European Union, there, that percentage of children dying before the age of 15 has come down to only 0.5%. So tremendous changes can be done. So similarly, what I think is even in the area of environment and ocean governance and environment and ocean policy, many things can be done. Let me end by saying that if the meaning of life is to find your gift, the purpose of life must be to give it away. So live well, live long, dream a lot, and work hard on your dreams to make that change for good to happen in our world in your own lifetime. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening to me, and thank you for the time. And most importantly, congratulations to all of you. And thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. Along with Sunil, sir, we are having two jury members, Mr. Kanna K. Siripurapu, sir, and Professor Anita Gokhale Benenger, ma'am. Due to unforeseen circumstances, they could not able to attend the meeting today. So with this, we would like to express a heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed jury members who have been an integral part of this fellowship process. Their expertise, diligence, and dedication were crucial in evaluating the numerous submissions we received. The rigorous selection process required a careful consideration and a deep understanding of various fields, and our jury members undertook this challenge with a great commitment. Thank you for your invaluable contributions, time, and effort in ensuring that we recognize the most deserving young researchers. Your guidance and support have been instrumental in upholding the high standards of this fellowship. Let's give a warm round of applause to the jury members and their exceptional work and dedication. Moving ahead, it's give me an immense pleasure to introduce our today's chief guest. Dr. Jatinder Kaur Arora, ma'am, a former Executive Director, Punjab State Council from Science and Technology, a Member Secretary of Punjab Biodiversity Board, Chandigarh. Dr. Kaur Arora, ma'am, a motivational speaker, former Executive Director of Punjab State Council for Science and Technology, the apex body for promotion of science and technology in state of Punjab as a technical arm of Department of Science, Technology and Environment. She also served as a member secretary of Punjab Biodiversity Board and a chief executive officer, Punjab Research and Innovation Council. Ma'am spearheaded multifarious initiatives for women empowerment and rural development tech interventions. She developed a state action plan and a climate change 2.0 of Punjab, India. Ma'am's third mission, Innovate Punjab, to synergize and augment science, technology, and innovation ecosystem in Punjab. The President of India conferred upon her a national award for women's development through application of science and technology, instituted by Ministry of Science and Technology. Government of Punjab has awarded her with Punjab Sarkar Praman Patra for exemplary service in the field of science and technology. The Indian Television Academy has honored her with a Great Woman Award in Science and Technology category. As a result of her efforts for promotion of cleaner technologies, UNDP and Government of Punjab have conferred the Punjab State Council for Science and Technology with SDG Action Award 2020 for environmental sustainability. She is leading Punjab State Climate Change Knowledge Center and a development state action plan on climate change 2.0. She is also supporting innovators on all aspects of IPR protection. A PhD in microbiology, she also served Punjab Agriculture University. We are honored to have you, ma'am, and indeed eager to listen to you and to your enriching talk. May I request you, ma'am, to kindly address the audience. Over to Jatinder, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you again for the generous words. In fact, what I was thinking that perhaps I'll first have the opportunity to listen to the awardees and maybe then speak, whichever way, but you planned. It's a pleasure, as Vinita said. We exactly, Sunil ji, me and Vinita met the way you, perhaps two of you met, as you said, coincidentally. So it was a huge coincidence. Both of us were traveling for COP and sat next to each other in the flight. And as she said, within 2 minutes we clicked because the energy is matched, I would say. She was oozing out the enthusiasm, and that was kind of something which maybe brought us together. We were fine looking for each other these 2-3 days that we were in COP in Egypt. And as she said, over the period, I've been hearing about the good work she's been doing and sharing with her the works happening in Punjab. But Vinita, I must congratulate that this was an initiative since quite some time I wasn't aware that you were taking A.P.J. Abdul Kalam Research Fellowship. Thank you for making me a part of it today. And the awardees, of this year's award, who I understand are present on this call today, let me share with you that I share a couple of things with all of you. First, that you chose science as a area to study. You are the practitioners of science. I chose science as an area of study too, and as a career option as well. And the other thing that we have in common is the environment. I understand Tere works in the area of environment, and this award is being conferred on the youth for the good work, for the research work, and the other innovative work that they've carried out, specifically in the area of environment. As was shared that I recently completed developing state action plan on climate change 2.0 for the state of Punjab, and then there is whole work that we in terms of promoting cleaner technologies for MSMEs. If I share with you the figures in last maybe 5 years, 1,500 MSMEs from Punjab adopted cleaner technologies that we could develop and demonstrate. So environment is an area of common interest that I have with all of you. And my dear awardees, the other common factor that we share is Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam. Uh, my friend who was just introducing me shared about the national award from President of India. It was none other than from Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam. So I met him, and kind of in a very short period of time that we interacted at that occasion, came to know him, and he also visited me here in Punjab in my own organization. A very dear friend of Dr. Kalam, Dr. Y.S. Rajan, was the Vice Chancellor of Punjab Technical University here, had a very close association with him as well. So I don't know if you've read about 15 books that Dr. Kalam wrote. If not, I strongly suggest that make yourself more conversant with his vision. Dr. Sunil shared about that. Do read some of those books. I can maybe share one or two thoughts that come quickly to my mind. For example, if you've heard of the book Wings of Fire, or if you've read about that, do you know why the book was named Wings of Fire? Anyone can maybe unmute and share with me. Okay, if not, I just kept this book by my side here. Let me just read 2-3 lines from here. It's in the introduction of the book itself, if you get your hands on this book. So that was something very interesting that I found as I knew more and more about Dr. Kalam. Everything he touches upon, he talks of science and spirituality. That how he was guided, he was kind of a channel for all the work that he carried out, never taking per se the credit himself. And yet, Dr. Sunil, for example, mentioned that it's not the power that the person exercises will attract you, but in fact the power. Vinita, give me a minute. I think my this thing is maybe not attached properly. Just a minute before my let me just charge the switch on the battery. Just a second.
Sunil ji, just to clear the thought which you shared, that always every year these dates are nearby, because 27th July is his death anniversary.
Yes.
So, but tomorrow is Saturday, being a holiday,
Yes,
and also we have having a volunteer activities because the plantation drives are going on.
Yes,
So
and the rain is helping you. I know. I've seen your pictures in the field already. Yes.
Yeah.
Planting more trees.
Yes.
I was going to mention that in my talk, that what you are doing is one of the best things that anybody can do for reversing climate change.
Yeah, but this is it's a very hard to work with 4-5 stakeholder. It's means with the government and of course CSR. We'll talk later on that.
Sure.
Jatinder, go ahead.
Yes, so the battery was perhaps this wire wasn't properly plugged, so done it. So I was about to read for you from his book Wings of Fire. He says each individual creature on this beautiful planet is created by God to fulfill a particular role. Whatever I have achieved in life is through his help and an expression of his will. Going on further, I'm reading all these rockets and missiles are his work through a small person called Kalam. You know, he was short stature, short in height, and his father was a fisherman. And he says all these rockets and missiles are his work through a small person called Kalam in order to tell several million mass in India to never feel small or helpless. Uh, that's where Sunilji again said that it's important to enthuse others, important to encourage others, be the example. And as I said, my dear awardees today, that this is Dr. Kalam is something that we have in common. For example, from today onwards, you will be branded as Abdul A.P.J. Abdul Kalam Research Awardees. So I hope you will live up to that brand value, so called. So, and be the encouragement for million others. I saw the titles of the works that you have carried out. I saw it, Terry had shared with me, it's on their website. You are being uh, portrayed on various platforms as the awardees of this prestigious award. I saw that you worked in the areas like two of you have worked in agriculture domain. You worked on microplastics. You worked on cleaning mechanism for solar. For the solar panels and so on. So please take pride in the very fact that you are working very much in alignment with what the world envisions in the form of sustainable development goals. When they were first announced, we thought they were very lofty words. How can anyone be, any individual could be bothered about, say, no poverty or no hunger? But in your capacity, in fact, each individual can, and specifically you, as the practitioners of science, as the ones who have chosen to work on very, very important areas such as energy, such as agriculture, I'm sure you will be contributing immensely. My best wishes to you, and a small message to you. Do keep asking questions that how can you contribute? Again, let me share with you, Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam was very fond of talking to the students, especially the school students at various platforms. And one of his other books, Igniting Minds, he dedicated to one such student whom he met through a chance meeting, like me and Vinita met, and like Vinita and Sunilji met. So he had gone to deliver a lecture somewhere, and as his way of talking to the students was, he encouraged them to ask questions. And then the student said, who is our enemy? As a country, who's our enemy? And again, as was his style, rather than answering the question himself, he invited the answers. And one of the girls answered, hunger is our enemy. Poverty is our enemy. And that was the answer that everybody agreed with, that yes, as a country, poverty is our enemy, not any neighboring country and so on and so forth as much. So that's where he said that this answer resonated with everybody. And everybody kind of felt responsible to contribute to stay to to ward away this enemy. And he dedicated this book to that girl who answered this question. And as I said, all of you, I saw in the titles of your works that you have carried out, you are contributing in a big way, I would say, towards poverty alleviation, towards sustainable development. My congratulations to you. Keep asking how may you contribute more and more. And let me assure you that once you ask such an open-ended question, the whole universe comes forward to assist you in utilizing your gifts for the betterment of society. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to Tere for recognizing such work. I saw one of the awardees is perhaps from Punjab. And am I right, Vinita? There is a Yatin Batra. I read the name. Oh yes, I can see him. And let me share with you. And why I'm sharing this, that I see there are, the awardees from various states. All 5 are perhaps from different states. I could see that it had to happen. He of course deserved this award, because as a youngster, nobody would just like that pick up the phone and call up head of an organization in the state. He precisely did that. A couple of years back, he just picked up the phone and took my number from website or somewhere and called me. And he said, ma'am, I'm very keen to take along youth in the state and want to do something for that. How can you mentor me? How can you help me? And he made some small organization, a club in Guru Nanak Dev University, and so on and so forth. And it's only yesterday that when I looked at this list of awardees, I saw his name there. And I thought, no wonder, if you have that kind of zeal, it has to happen to you. I'm sure you will go a long way. And so will the other awardees. I think the jury members, 3 of you, could actually catch the energy of these youngsters, who have been working in their respective states on the very important missions, and you have picked them up, the best from the country, I would say, for this award. All the very best to all of you, and thank you to jury for bringing these gems forward. Thank you, Vinita, for having me here.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your enriching and insightful words, and for enlightening our audience with your expertise. And now, the moment we all have been waiting for, a presentation and announcement of Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam Young Research Fellowship Awardees. This year, we received an overwhelming number of submissions, and the jury had a challenging task to selecting a top of few. We are proud to present these awards to our outstanding young researchers who have shown exceptional promise in their respective fields. I request Sagar sir to share their screen. Thank you. Yatin Batra from Muskan Sharma from Harimpur. Anjali from Ghaziabad. Parth Kumar Sohalia from Kharagpur. Suryakanta Gadei from Bhubaneswar. Congratulations to all our awardees. Your hard work, dedication, and passion for your research are truly inspiring. We look forward to seeing your continued success and contributions to the society.
Anyone want to express their views, something? Mansi, are you going to give them floor?
Yes, ma'am. If any of our winners would like to share your experience, you are welcome to do so. The floor is open. Just unmute yourself and share your thoughts with us.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Jitinder ma'am, Sunil sir, and Vinita ma'am. I'm very honored, feeling very honored today to receive this fellowship. And I want to share that I started to think about this fellowship in 2020. And it was in 2024, 2023. I finally decided and got the courage and work done to finally apply for this thing. And the interesting thing is, in the first go, I was rejected. I got the email. My work was not selected, and I was like, "It's okay, just go ahead, keep going with the things." And after a week, I got the email that yeah, one of the jury member have considered your work again. So that is a good thing about this Terry and organization, that how thoroughly people are going through our works and uh, acknowledging us. And I was happy to interact with Sunil sir on the day of the interview. I read about him before attending the interview, and I am really inspired by the work Vidita ma'am and all of you guys are doing. Jitinder ma'am, obviously, I know her from last few years, and she has been an lighting guide for doing science communication in Punjab. I have done every work, and we have got a lot of support from Punjab State Council of Science and Technology when she was the executive director. And now I have also left Guru Nanak Dev University, and I'm currently at ISC Bangalore and working on some more sustainable projects on, and will look forward to contribute to the world by my research, and also look forward to contribute to Terry. And I would be happy in any way if I can contribute. Please let me know. And I'm always there for them. Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Yes, you can go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would simply like to extend my gratitude to the organizers, our chief guest, and jury member who have taken time to evaluate my work. And I would like to simply say thank you for giving me this opportunity and creating such a platform to celebrate young researchers. And I'm truly delighted to be the part of this fellowship. And I would like to continue my work in future also. Thank you a lot for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
A request, can you please all of you can just keep your camera on so everyone will be able to see you.
Yeah. Face needs to recognize. Even though we are online, we need to know the Anjali is this face, which will be more clear and more emotionally attached to each other. And we also want to have a screenshot with all the enthusiastic faces. Thank you so much. Yes, Manasi, you can conclude.
Yes, anyone else?
Nikita, Sagar, Manasi herself. Please switch on. Sneha. Yes, excellent.
So, this brings us to the end of the event, but the event is never complete without the Thanksgiving. I would like to take the opportunity and on behalf of Terror Policy Center, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Dr. Jatinder Kaur ma'am, for consenting us for today's ceremony, and Mr. Sunil Murridhar Shastri sir, Kanna sir, Anita ma'am for dedication and constant support. With due respect, I would like to thank our founder director, Dr. Vinita Apte ma'am, for being our anchor. Her leadership and dedication have been crucial in making this fellowship a reality. A special mention for our project leader, Ms. Sneha Karade Bhosle, ma'am, for her guidance and technical support, and Sagar sir for having us a technical support. A special thank to our TAIR team and for their hard work making the sixth edition a success. And next year, expecting more number of submissions with more number of applicants for this A.P.J. Abdul Kalam Young Research Fellowship Program. And as we conclude for today's ceremony, let's have a glimpse at our researcher's book and let's continue to be inspired by Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam's vision and strive to contribute to the betterment of society through innovation and research. Thank you all for being here today. We wish you a pleasant afternoon ahead. Thank you.
Very good, Sagar. Very nice. Sagar does all these things, huh? Technical designing of the book,
Yeah.
printing, get it printed, get the what that code. Which code, Sagar, you need for the book publication?
ISBN.
Yeah. So, good. All the best and thanks for your participation, young students, not students, researchers. And of course, what to say, the futuristic Indian young students.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Jatinder. We'll talk
Thank
to you later on.
Bye-bye. All of
Thank
you
you.
feel free to connect, and we'll always be there for any support that you require. You can connect on LinkedIn, Twitter. These are the two platforms I generally interact on. Please feel free to be connected.
Yes. Thank you so much. Bye bye.